I am amazed how often I'm misrepresented in the media, even in this morning's Australian. My position is misrepresented in the first couple of paragraphs. Let me just be very clear about this. I support the move to modernise Section 35 of the Citizenship Act so that people who dual nationals who go to fight for Daesh in Syria and Iraq would lose their Australian citizenship as a consequence of doing so. Now, currently, the law says that if an Australian citizen with dual nationality, as a citizen of another country, fights in the armed forces of a country at war with Australia, then his Australian citizenship ceases. So you don't have to make a lot of amendments to Section 35 to include fighting for Daesh. I mean, it is pretty much the same, very similar situation, let's face it. And so I was, I said this, I made this position very clear on the 3rd of June, on a doorstop on the 16th of June with David Spears, on the 17th of June with the ABC's Fran Kelly, and I'm amazed that I still read people saying that I'm at odds with the Prime Minister over that point. It's completely and utterly untrue, and I hope that taking the opportunity to restate something I've already said 3 times, now 4th time, will clear it up. But it is it's amazing how little attention is paid to what you actually say. So Canberra's full of spin, not much substance.
You're completely comfortable the law will pass any potential High Court test?
Yeah, look, the High Court issue, Michael, the constitutional issue is very simply this. Our Constitution, Chapter 3, says that judicial power of the Commonwealth is is vested in the courts. And judicial power is defined to mean the resolution of disputes between citizens and the resolution of disputes between citizens and the state. That's how the courts have understood it. So clearly, if you have a minister in making a decision that somebody has been guilty of some criminal offence, and then cancelling their citizenship without any court conviction or court decision, then there is going to be a constitutional issue.
Excuse me for interrupting. Isn't that what the bill's all about?
There won't be one.
Isn't that what the bill's all about? Giving the minister that discretion.
Michael, the point though is that if I just go back to what I said about the virtue of Section 35 as it is currently framed, is that there is no ministerial discretion. The cessation of Australian citizenship happens automatically, and that is no doubt one of the reasons why it was drafted that way in 1948. Now, as far as ministerial discretion to remove citizenship, if there is a court conviction, which is currently for, say, immigration fraud, which is currently the way Section 34 of the Citizenship Act is drafted, then that very likely avoids this constitutional problem. But look, clearly the government, and I'm working very hard with the Immigration Minister and the Attorney General and the Prime Minister, providing a lot of input and assistance to ensure that the bill that is presented conforms to the Constitution. And I'm surprised that my observation that our laws should conform with the Constitution is somehow or other a remarkable one. What's the point of passing a law if it's going to get knocked out in the High Court? So, our country is under the rule of law, and the most important law is the Constitution, and it applies both to the governed, the people, and the government. And so we have to make sure, to the best of our ability, that whatever laws we pass are consistent with the Constitution. That's just doing the job of government in a competent and effective manner.